Let's bring on Nick and Dylan. Oh boy, let me work this out here for a second. Figure out how to.
Hey, all right.
Hey guys.
Thank you for
having us. Thanks for coming on, man. So, which one's Nick? Which one's Dylan? Who's the one that sounds like Kurt Cobain?
That's Nick. This is Nick. I'm Dylan.
And Nick, are you the singer?
We kind of switch off of what we do. It's kind of whatever vibe we're feeling.
But I like that. It gives your band a lot more versatility.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. So is it just you two, or who's on the drums then? Like, how does that work?
So Plum Soda is like me and Nick. The songs on the EP we wrote together, and we have our friend Michael Florzik. He plays the drums. He went to school with us also, and so he plays with us live. And then we have a bass player currently right now, Andre Rivas, and he's playing bass. And then Nick is playing guitar and singing and keys, and then I play guitar and sing also.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's so rad, dude. So what made you guys get like real about this? Because you guys are a full-fledged band now. Like, this is working. You know what I mean?
Yeah, thank you. Do you
well, I think like a couple summers or something, I met Dylan at school, and we were kind of like on and off about music, like just jamming. And then like eventually during the summer, I went over to his house, and that's when we started playing like actual songs that we wrote. And then Dylan came back to me like in a couple months, like whatever school started, and he showed me all these songs that he had put in to like what was it, like Logic or like
I used
Pro
Ableton
Tools.
and Pro Tools.
And he had to actually put the songs that we were like trying to make into an actual demo, and they all sounded really cool. And that's how it started.
Mm-hmm. The EP is actually my capstone project for my senior year with my music production major. So those 5 songs is like my capstone that I use. So that's kind of like the motivation behind getting them all like recorded and out there. So
yeah, I was just thinking that when Barry asked, how did you guys get together? I was going to say, it was a school project. I was right. Look at that. It was a school project.
Yeah, it became a project afterward. But
yeah.
Well, I mean, sure.
So this is coming from an educational, intellectual angle, and I love that part. So are you both in school? What your degree is? Music? Is that what's happening?
I graduated in May. I double majored in music production and marketing comm.
Dang, man, congrats.
Thank you. Yeah.
Major. Wow.
And then Nick is a senior right now. We both go. I went to Cal Lutheran. Nick goes to Cal Lutheran now. It's up in Ventura, Thousand Oaks. So, yeah. You want to talk about
Nick? What's your major? What are you gonna do when you get out of here?
I'm majoring in music production and psychology, so double major as well. I had to follow in Dylan's footsteps.
Is that just like how you go to college these days? Everyone just like double majors? I mean, come on, I had a hard enough time getting through one.
Yeah. But yeah, everything at the college is awesome. Like that entire EP is recorded in the studio at college, and there's a huge like mixing board, console, and a recording space there. So they really give us all the materials to like expand our thoughts and knowledge into music form.
Wow, that's super cool.
You guys are graduating in the COVID era. So, and I think about that, I'm like, boy, you guys had little to no distractions while you were like learning. Like probably wasn't a lot of parties going on, you know, not a lot of things to do. The whole world is locked down, you know. Mm-hmm. So I think you got like an extra bonus point in education because of that. Am I wrong? How did it go?
Well, during COVID is actually when I met Michael, the drummer who recorded the drums on the EP. He was in one of my classes, the only class that was in person. It was my sophomore year that we came back in 2020. Mm-hmm. And I met him at the only class that was in person. It was outside in a tent. And we just happened to work together. They had like those big, you know,
the big white like carnival tents. Yeah.
And so I met him, and he was also in the radio club, the iCLU radio club. And so I kind of knew him, and I talked to him because when we were in that meeting, the first meeting of the year for iCLU radio, he said he was a drummer. And I was like, oh, I'm looking for people to play with, because my freshman year, I hadn't really met anyone. And so I met him. And then so every week we would go to the drum practice room on campus and just jam. And so I got to know him. And then the next year, that's when I met Nick, and then we kind of put everything together. But yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. So,
Yeah.
I know both of you said you're majoring in like music marketing, and we've been talking about COVID. How is marketing music changed because of the pandemic?
Well, they're not going to know how it changed. They're going to know how they're starting into it.
They might be teaching some crazy stuff that we don't hear about, Barry. They're in the front lines. We're not. We got to ask them.
You're right. Okay.
Well, do you want to?
You can go ahead.
Okay. Open forum, man. Go for it.
I think I did some sort of paper or something on something similar to that. Not necessarily about music advertising, but more so how there's a couple different aspects. One I remember though was like live music, of course, stopped. Mm-hmm. And so you don't really think about all the people that go behind the scenes to make shows happen, like all the stagehands, runners, sound people. I'm kind of into like the behind the scenes myself. That's why we like music production, advertising. We're kind of behind that. So all those people that were working in like the live sound industry kind of were on standby. They couldn't work, they couldn't get paid, and there was nothing going on for them. So it really impacted a lot of people that way. But that's just one little portion I remember. I don't know anything on to that.
I mean, it's just different now. I mean, when live music goes away, that really means that you have to ramp up your digital marketing, trying to get on all the platforms so you can get heard everywhere, trying to reach out to, I don't know, people like us. So you can, talk to us and tell us about what you guys are doing in a digital forum, because live got real hard, like you guys said. So have you been able to actually get out and play any live shows recently, now that COVID's kind of over and we have a vaccine and everyone can get jabbed and stuff?
Yeah. You want to talk about your house?
So
your house? Hold on a second.
Wait. I asked you about live shows. Are we talking about real estate now? What's going on? I don't know.
So we took my house and we kind of wanted to make like a nice little venue for the school, because Cal Lutheran's kind of a smaller school. There's not like a set like music like venue space for like students that want to play their stuff. So we just got in my backyard, and I know like one day I was like, Dylan, like look at these couches on Facebook Marketplace. They're literally all free. Like we can just pick them up. So we set up a bunch of couches in my backyard, and we got a U-Haul and we picked up all the couches and it was a big thing. And then, we just have it. It's the Willow. And we try to have one like once a month, just for Cal Lutheran students that want to like show off like their bands or like what music they're making. And
how do your neighbors feel about that?
Honestly, I don't think we've had like any problems recently. I think someone complained and called the police on our last event. But overall, like we like plan it very well so that it's like it'll end by like 9 or like 9:30.
You're not going around knocking on all the doors, bringing homemade brownies, saying, "Hey guys, we're having a party on Saturday. Please don't be mad at us. Here, please take this as a peace offering."
Everyone's welcome. It's for everyone, but
some of the neighbors really like it too.
Yeah, see, well, hey, all you got to do is just like throw some hot dogs on a grill while people are playing and invite the neighbors over, give them free food, and everything will be fine. I'm telling you.
So where do you guys go from here? Okay, everybody's graduating. It's going to be hard to keep you all together. You're all local, right? Are you moving away after you graduate? What's the plan?
Well, I'm originally from San Diego, so I came up to Thousand Oaks for school. And then I moved back, but I'm actually currently in an internship with Yamaha, the music corporation.
Oh, nice, dude. Congrats.
Dude. Thank you. It's based in Buena Park. So I'm living in Orange County right now. And so that's actually like halfway from home and here. So I'm closer, to Nick. And then Michael is in Calabasas. So that's also on the way to here. So we're all kind of local. And, there's a lot we can do digitally. Over the computer, we work on our own, and we're planning, sending ideas back and forth. We're planning on doing like a single sometime in December, and we don't want to do another like EP or album after that. So we have new music we're working on too. But for shows, we're trying to focus more around LA, because it's kind of in the middle of us. But, we just played in Carlsbad, where I'm from, in San Diego.
Oh, nice. Where
at the camp store. It's at the Carlsbad State Beach. They have like a little restaurant and like general store, and there's a little stage outside. And so
that's so cool, man.
Yeah, it was really fun. There was a bunch of families and kids, and it was a good time. It was cool.
I love that. Oh, good old Plum Soda. Why'd you call it that? Is it because it's gross to the taste?
It's rude, man.
Sorry.
Let's see. So we went to Daiso, which is this like Japanese like kind of like Dollar Tree in, I think,
it's in Northridge.
Yeah, we were in Northridge, and so Dylan was like looking at the sodas, and I was like, "No way, you're gonna buy Plum Soda? That sounds so dumb. Like what?"
But they had a sale. It was 2 for the price of 1, and they were the mini cans. They weren't like a full can, and so I convinced Nick that we could each get one and try it, and that's kind of the only reason.
Isn't it
a funny little thing? And it was actually really good. We were surprised.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, was it
like
enjoyable?
Dr. Pepper? Dr. Pepper's Plum Soda, basically.
I don't know what it was, but we can't seem to find that same brand
it's really hard.
anywhere.
Oh, really? It was like a one-off?
Yeah, we looked at other Daisos, and they have a similar thing, but it's not the same brand. And there's a couple of other ones that we've tried that are actually pretty good, I think, almost better than the one we had. But we can't find that specific one, and it was just a random thing that we did. And
man, that's awesome. Okay, well, hey, it's serendipity. It was just meant to be, to call yourselves Plum Soda.
Maybe it wasn't even, maybe you guys dreamt this whole thing. Maybe it didn't even happen.
What, shared delusion, Barry?
Shared delusion, yeah. Maybe you guys were just like rocking out and then thought you were at the mall, you know?
Yeah.
You were at the mall? What is, where are we? The 80s? I don't understand what's happening right now.
Oh, man. Well, okay. Well, I'm very proud of you boys doing your thing. And career-wise, you're on your way. I mean, I remember when I was in your shoes at this, I wasn't a musician, but you talk about your music career. Like, now's the time you got to go find an internship and learn how people are out there and how the world works. And that's awesome. And you're way ahead of it already with this music. So that's even better.
Thank you.
So actually, that's a good point. What, besides doing music, you're going to school for marketing or advertising, whatever. Besides being in a band, being successful in that way, what kind of jobs in the music industry are you looking or think would be exciting to get into?
Well, actually, I did, like we were talking about internships. I did just join the Canyon Club. It's like a venue in.
Oh no, yeah, we're very familiar.
Oh yeah, dude.
I'm basically shadowing there for the monitors on stage. So like basically making sure like everyone's mix is good, like no feedback in each monitor. And last week it was the English Beat, and tomorrow it's Oingo Boingo. So
nice, that's great.
Yeah,
you're learning the right way for real, dude.
You know what? And that's actually really funny because I did the same exact thing when I was in college. I was the monitor tech assistant at the Coach House in Santa Barbara for 2 years. So it's a good time. You'll see some fun shows and you'll learn some great skills because mixing is really hard, especially for live music. So that's going to be a great skill to have, especially when you guys go out on the road, because you're going to probably be mixing your own monitors for a while.
We don't have any monitors right now.
Even better. No mix at all.
Yeah, we can't hear ourselves too well, but we make it work.
Hey, it's rock and roll, man. That's what it's all about. You know, the dirtier it is, the better it is. You know, but you guys, you got the skill behind it. You're using Ableton and Pro Tools and all the tech. Us old people were like thumbs when it comes to that. When you hear Slash came out with a new record, you think to yourself, he didn't touch a thing except his guitar. You know what I mean?
Oh, I disagree.
Bunch of 20-year-old kids in there pushing all the buttons for him. And he's like, yeah, man, rock and roll. You guys are really doing it. Rocking and rolling. I love it. All right, well, let's get you guys out of here. Anytime you have any news to share, Would love to have you on, man. Let us break your songs. You got some events to plug, dude. Bring them over. And, we just love the sound of you guys. Plum Soda.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to that single in December, man.
Yeah, we'll keep you guys updated with our
Awesome.
happening.